Thanks, Gabe. This is a timely interview because I'm with the happiest man in Lexington right now, Joe McLead. Your filly won the first race tonight. She won the Sire Stake final in Ohio. Joe got a nice mark. It's always nice to win one at the Red Mile.
Oh, it's a lot of fun, and being a part of the Red Mile here since we've started the farm up 6 years ago. Our farm was established in 1968 by my grandparents, and my uncle and I kind of rejuvenated it a little bit and turned it into a full-service breeding farm again in 2012, and it's been a fun run.
And it was timely for you because that's just when things started to go forward in Ohio, and your place is right squarely in the middle there where all the action is.
Yeah, we're conveniently located 2 miles from the Little Brown Jug track, and it kind of came to fruition from a few phone calls. I was actually selling pharmaceuticals. My wife's Thompson, so she's Joe Thompson from Winback Farms' cousin, and we came together, and then afterwards, when I left and was selling pharmaceuticals, we decided to start the farm back up when I had phone calls coming from people that I'd met out east through Winback, and George Teague, David Heffering, Aaron Waxman, and a couple of other people came about, and we decided to start the farm up, and it was a year before the slots came, so we took a little bit of a chance, but we kind of saw it coming on the horizon, and Ohio's been off and running since. Ohio's the heart of it all is the slogan for Ohio, and being located where the home of the USTA is, and 68 county fairs have harness racing, and the rejuvenation with the slots through our legislation has made it to where the green space will be preserved, and we're the leading breeder in the North America when it comes to the amount of mares bred in the state of Ohio.
Well, that's good work in a short time, Joe. You and I met when you were working for Joe Thompson, which is no easy job. Joe will let you work as much as you want, I know. And to do it for yourself and your Uncle Billy Walters, who's a legendary horseman in Ohio, in a state where everybody seems to have a horse in the backyard. When the program got good again because the slot money came through, I mean, it didn't take long for the number of mares in Ohio to jump, did it?
No, it didn't take long at all. And with all the horsemen that had persevered through the times in Ohio, when it was very peaked, I guess is a different kind of word to use, but it wasn't, there wasn't a lot of nice things on the horizon. And then when this came around, it was able to, everybody was able to step up. A lot of top stallions came to the state, and people have increased their broodmare bands, and it's all come to fruition. And actually, on the way down here, I was looking at a few different things on the top performers on the USTA website, and when it comes to the top 20, excuse me, but in the top 20 across the board with 2- and 3-year-old earnings, and Ohio's represented with at least 5 to 8 in each category, and it just goes to show that we're not a regional program, and the future is looking quite bright and for the national scene for us to have a presence as well.
It seems cyclical to me because when I was a young man, you know, the Midwest was a hotbed for harness racing. Then everything went east to the Meadowlands, all the big races, all the big horses, all the big stables. And now, 30, 40 years later, it's coming back around. Ohio and Indiana are doing well. And you guys are looking maybe at more money next year for the finals in Ohio?
I'm not sure. That's a question for Kevin Greenfield here in a little bit. Okay. He's the president of the OHHA. I'm sure there'll be discussions with that, but I know we are looking for at the possibility of a 4th leg of the Stallion Series that we started this year. Steve Bateson worked tirelessly to get that done, and this was the first year that we've been able to have that 2nd tier. And we went with 3 legs this year, and we'll have $40,000 finals. But next year, the way the talks are, we're going to go with the 4th leg and maybe increase the final a little bit. But it just makes it to where, you know, 68 county fairs. If you purchase a yearling in Ohio, we have some really great sales. This year we averaged, I think, $22,000 range at our select sale this year, which is pretty good.
That's a big jump, right?
And when you look at that, and at $22,000, you got 68 county fairs that you can make money at if you're not sire stake material. But now we have that middle tier, so everybody's going to be able to make money all throughout. For example, my uncle Billy and I kept a filly that's trained by Ron Steck in Ohio, and we kept that filly to, she's a sister to Maltese Artist, and kept her, and she's not Sire Stakes material one bit, but she's made $40,000 at the fairs this year, and she's whittled out 60,000 this year, and she's never beat 54. And at the county fairs, she hasn't been faster than 58, I don't think, and she's made 40,000 there. So if you're looking at the Ohio program, you always have a fallback.
And that's important. You're making me want to get back in the horse business. And standing studs there, you've got, what, 5 horses at your place now?
Yeah, we have 5 stallions at our farm right now. We have, unfortunately, we had 6 at the beginning of the year, but unfortunately we had to put down Dragon again, which is...
that was a sad thing.
Oh, it's still sad. It's hard to talk about, but I always want to mention him first because he's one that put us on the map at Sugar Valley. And then I was fortunate enough to have the continued relationship with George Teague to bring Mr. Wiggles back, and his offspring's phenomenal. You know, Ohio, it's close to the heart with a Jug winner and Horse of the Year and Wiggle a Jiglet. And then we have My MVP, that's owned by Brittany Farms in conjunction with Joe Shabraco and Deo Valente and a few others on the trotting side. And we have also, we stand Wishing Stone, owned by Deo Valente, who has
Stone, right? He's got a nice colt in tonight.
Nice colt come in tonight. He was the New Jersey Sire Stakes champion this year. It was the only year that he stood in New Jersey, and he did that while he was still racing. And so you need Stones coming up in the 4th race. Looks like a legitimate contender in the bluegrass there, sponsored by an Ohio farm, Hickory Lane. And then we also were fortunate enough to bring in Well Said, and
right. Yeah, he's
Jeff
a top line
Snyder
sire.
and his son, and that syndicate really stepped up and brought that in. So it's been a lot of fun. And also, you know, Well Said winning the Jug makes it big popularity contest in Ohio.
The Jug means a lot to you Buckeyes.
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
Yes, it does. It's
Well,
one
Joe,
of the greatest
things are
sports or racing and sports.
Things are looking great in Ohio, and you're going to have a large role there. And you know, what I know of you, you're a good guy to be in that spot. So good luck to you and all your fellow Buckeyes, and thanks for joining us.
Thank you, Nick, and congratulations to my filly earlier on Pink too. And I bought her for $27,000 to go to the Broodmare band. And it's funny that I will not be able to afford her sister selling on Wednesday. And one other thing, my son's at home with a concussion, and my family's there watching the race tonight, so I want to say hi to Patty and my son Will. Take care.
Good. Gabe, let's get ready for the 3rd.